Hello, Scorpio. Fancy having you drop into this video. This is going to be a horoscope for the week ahead for the sign of Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Please take it as it resonates and leave the rest for others. I do thank you guys for joining in with me today. My name is Heidi. I'm in California in America, and I'm just doing some weekly forecasts by zodiac sign. Each zodiac sign will have its own video, its own standalone video. This one's going to be for Scorpio, so I do thank you for tuning in once again. Now, we do all have various energies, so let it land wherever it lands in your life, and I'm going to give you this final guidance here. So I've got some cards here just to catch the vibe for Scorpio. I'm going to try to do these readings a little bit quicker than I have in the past. We will see. I'm up on my feet for Scorpio here. I do want to let you guys know that I'm aligned with love and light in God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way. And if you wanted to connect with me privately, there are some links and ways to do that. I won't reach out to you or friend request you, so please be mindful. Thank you. Hey, Shaniza, tuning in on Facebook on the live. Thank you, Shaniza. I appreciate you, darling. So be mindful. If you wanted to connect with a practitioner, you should be the one making that first move. Anything else is pretty suspicious. Someone who's tapping on your shoulder or in your DMs wants something from you, and typically that's money or information somehow so that they can get up or come ahead. Scorpio, I'm saying this for a reason on your video. And sometimes the collective energy patterns can kind of hit us all here or there. So you might see something like this in your week ahead. Be mindful and be aware to don't fall into the traps of any scammers, or I'm even getting like telemarketing scams, things like this. Maybe even double check your bank account just in case to make sure that, you know, nothing's skimming double purchase payments or something weird there for Scorpio. I just want to give you that for this week to just stay on top of your stuff. Okay, so the energy for the week ahead for Scorpio is the Six of Spirit, family, friends, and guides. And I love, love, love this energy. So Scorpio, beautiful energy. The number 6 is the number of love, you know, and coming together in the energy of camaraderie, coming together in the energy of harmony and friendship and togetherness and upliftment. Hi, Kay Weezy. Thanks for joining in on the live on Facebook. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you so much for joining the live on Facebook. I appreciate you guys. So Scorpio, for the week ahead, it looks like you're going to be focused in the area of family, friends, and things that are really close to heart and home. I do encourage you to remember to come from a place of love, okay, as this, you know, really does embody here is gentle energy, grateful energy, the blessings that you have in your life, you know, really witnessing that. Okay, so let me just a moment here. So, you know, sometimes life gets really busy and we forget to tell people how grateful we are to have them in our lives, you know. And so Scorpio, Spirit is just wanting me to remind you, to remind others, you know, how you feel about them, because why not? You know, like compliments are free, and it feels good to reach out and let other people know when they're doing a good job, when they look nice today, you know, or when we're just grateful to have them around, or for the efforts that they put in. So Scorpio, I feel like Spirit is really encouraging you this week to speak up and out about the good and fair qualities that you see in your environment and in your connections. This reinforces that behavior through positivity. And when people notice that you notice things, then they strive to do even better because they want to be noticed and their feathers stroked again, right? So Scorpio, that's what I want to give you from Spirit this week. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome in. I'm doing zodiacs today because I didn't get to them yesterday, guys. Real stuff. Yesterday, things happened in my life, and I was going through it myself, and I could not get my act together to do the zodiac readings, but I can't live with myself if I don't know what's going to happen to my beautiful zodiac signs for the week ahead. So I'm jumping in today. This is the first video. This is the one for Scorpio, and thank you so much for those stars. Those stars do help to support me and my children. I thank you, Lorraine. I thank you for the support, for the love, for the donation. Now, Scorpio, as I said, the energy of the week, family, friends, and guides. Now, I feel like you're kind of a guide to them. That's why I'm saying, like, speak up and out. They're going to follow your lead. You know, people want to be appreciated, want to be valued, want to be, feel attractive. You know, so I feel like you vocalizing a lot of this positive energy this week is really going to uplift others, and you'll all be vibing on a better wavelength, okay, a better frequency. Now, the other card, the lesson this week, I'm getting a lesson card, is humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Humor. So, you know, being lighthearted again with your family and folks this week. And you all know that sometimes we have challenges. So I went ahead and grabbed a card just in case we had any challenges this week. And it's not even that challenging of a challenge, okay? So Scorpio, the card is number 18, Naked Before the Stars. So that speaks to me about vulnerability. And, you know, allowing yourself to be silly and to be lighthearted this week with your friends, with your family. Wow, Lorraine, so glad you were able to find a spot and hang out. I'm so glad. I'll be doing all these videos and you can jump into each and every one if you'd like to. I would love that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, girl. So, and I'm sending love. So Scorpio, I feel how, you know, these are very positive cards. However, there could potentially be some kind of embarrassment here. Like, when your kids find out that you used to, you know, break the law or something, you know, like these kinds of ways in which we might be a little bit embarrassed for our family to see our humanness or our flaws or, you know, this kind of thing. I feel this here for Scorpio. So I just want to say, again, lead with love. Like, hey, man, I used to, yeah, I made that decision and yeah, I regret it, you know, but try not to make those kinds of decisions that you're going to regret, right? I feel something like this here, just a little bit for Scorpio. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. So, just being lighthearted, remembering that, no one experience is the hinge that everything hangs on, right? Sometimes we be like, oh my God, I can't believe, I wish, you know, these just teeny tiny happenings. And I just want to say, like, Scorpio, like, it's only going to be as big as you make it, right? Like, I feel something like this here could possibly happen before the week ahead. So I just want to say, don't trip. Everything's fine. Queen of Spades is not Miss Emotional. This is your guidance here, Scorpio. So not Miss Emotional this week, no matter your gender, okay? Your emotions are tucked away. She's not feeling with her heart. She's thinking with her mind, and she's looking around and using her logic to say, what are the next logical moves that I could potentially make? Okay, this is not an act now kind of card. This is kind of a think and follow things through kind of card. In your mind, be patient, be wise, come up with a strategy, a plan, be reined in and focused. And more so than that, like, you have been this way, okay, Scorpio? So, like, this is a reminder of who you are, and that as long as you focus on what you have going on, that you're going to continue being a kick-ass individual, right? So I just kind of feel here how you're leading people. Maybe you're the one who is coming up with the plans for the short-term future for everyone, but they don't have to conform. They don't have to follow you. They don't even have to support you and get on board, right? I feel like Scorpio is on a plan or a path they're choosing, and others do potentially have the opportunity to follow along here, whether you encourage that or not, or require that or not. Like, all Scorpios are different, but I feel how you're doing something and your family could potentially follow suit, be uplifted, jump on board, or mock and ridicule you here. Okay. Oh yeah. You know, well, it's never worked for you before. So who's to say you're actually going to follow through with that now, Scorpio? Like, I want to say to you that kind of stuff should be the fuel that fires your momentum to follow through with all the things that you're passionate about. Okay, so that's what I feel here. Be lighthearted. This Naked Before the Stars just feels like some kind of vulnerability, and you know, maybe it doesn't come across as really grounded in reality this week. So Spirit is saying it doesn't have to be. Like, everyone else can shrug things off, but you hold it if that's what you desire to do. I feel how you're leading people and just leading them kind of through an upswing, uplifting here, thinking about the short term, not necessarily getting weighed down by the long term grand master plan of things, but, you know, just the little teeny tiny fixes, or the little teeny tiny ways that I can uplift my life, my day, my counterparts, people that I'm connected to uplift them, because we're all kind of a unit. We vibe, and when one person is low, we're all low, right? So let's keep everyone up. That's what I feel for Scorpio this week. Beautiful energy, not a lot of whoa kind of stuff going on. So good for you, Scorpio. The next sign to be read for is going to be Cancer, and I will see you guys on that video.